exercise 63 sales dollars as an allocation base for fixed cost. Koenig Enterprises Limited owns and operates 3 restaurants in Vancouver. The company allocates its fixed administrative expenses to the 3 restaurants on the basis of sales dollars. During 2008, the fixed administrative expenses totaled $2 million. These expenses were allocated as follows. So yung Koenig Enterprises meron siyang restaurants for Rick's Harborside, Imperial Garden, and Ginger Walk. So in total sales nila is, in 2008 is 16 million, 15 million, 9 million, so a total of $40 million. So yung percentage nila of total sales based on allocation is 40% dun sa 2 million. So that would give you $800,000. Sa Imperial Garden naman 37.5. To get the percentage of the administrative expenses, so that would give you 750. For the Ginger Walk is 450 yun. So yung total nila is exactly 2 million. So yun po yung naging sales nila for 2008. Then comes 2009, yung Imperial Garden is nag-increase siya ng sales by 10 million. So the sales level in the other 2 restaurants remain unchanged. So ito yung magiging data ng 2009 nila. So kung titignan natin yung Rick's Harborside and Ginger Walk, hindi naman nag-iba yung sales nila. Yung lang Imperial Garden yung nag-iba. So nag-iba rin yung percentage of allocation base nila. So yun po yung i-compute natin. Na yung fixed administrative expenses nila is $2 million pa rin. So to compute this, so $2 million kasi yung fixed administrative expense pa rin natin. So yung gagawin po natin is kukunin lang natin yung percentage dun sa $2 million. So 32% dun sa $2 million is 640. So dahil to nag-increase, magiging 50% siya. So 1 million na siya. Tapos sa Ginger Walk is 360. Then yun, yung total niya is $2 million. So kung titignan natin yung comparison, before kasi $800,000 yung sa Rick Harborside, 750 sa Imperial Garden, Ginger Walk is 450, naging na siyang 640, mas bumaba siya. Tapos tumaas yung allocation cost for the Imperial Garden, then bumaba rin yung sa Ginger Walk. So mas kinary niya yung allocation cost ng Imperial Garden. So yung question dito is, compare your allocation from one above to the allocation for 2008. As the manager of Imperial Garden, how would you feel about the amount that has been charged to you? So sir, ito I don't know if it's tama or ano, it's just my opinion. Kung ako yung manager, sir, I would feel disappointed because the other restaurants did not even increase their sales, and yet the allocation base had been carried by my restaurant. Pero dahil yung 3 restaurant na yun, sir, is under one company. So yung Koenig, mag-allocate siya ng expenses on the restaurant who is providing more sales to evenly distribute and maintain the other 2 restaurants, sir. So parang
it's very normal, you would feel disappointed.
Ano lang, madi-disappoint ako kasi mas malaki yung sales ko pero yung cost ng ano is binigay lahat sa akin, sir. So comment on the usefulness. Comment on the usefulness of sales dollars and allocation base. Sales dollars is a good base for allocating fixed costs. The cost allocated to a restaurant will be affected by the sales in other restaurant. How much fixed cost will be allocated to one restaurant depends on the operation of another restaurant. So parang yung ano ko dito, sir, kaya dinagdagan yung allocation cost ko, sir, maybe because dahil yun nga, tumaas yung sales ng restaurant ko. Pero baka dinagdagan rin yung budget for, let's say, kung may bonus ka, or nag-increase yung employee mo kasi tumaas din yung sales mo kasi, so you need manpower. Parang ganun siya, sir.
Yeah, that could be.
Yun, sir. Then, yung next po, si Via po yung
Hello po, sir.
Thank you, Ivan.
Good morning po.
Hi, Ria.
Yes po, sir. In these exercises po, we're using direct method. So, Civil Western University has provided the following data to be used in its service department cost allocations. We have two departments po, which is the service departments, and the other one is the operating departments. In service department po, we have administration and facility services. In operating departments, we have undergraduate and graduate programs. So first, we will allocate for the administration in the total student credit hours of operating departments. And we will allocate also the facility services in operating departments for their space occupied square feet. Next po, Sir Ivan. So as you can see po, we have administration that costs $2,400,000. So the total student credit hours po natin ng operating department is 25,000, which is nakuha ko sa undergraduate programs 20,000 and graduate programs which is 5,000, a total of 25,000. So drop down lang natin yung administration, $2,400,000 times natin sa undergraduate program ng total student credit hours which is 20,000 divide sa 25,000 ng total allocation base ng student credit hours which is $1,920,000. So, ganun din yung gagawin natin sa susunod. Administration, which is the $2,400,000 times natin sa 5,000 ng graduate programs ng student credit hours, divide sa total ng student credit hours operating departments, which equals to 480,000. So in facility service allocation naman po, we will just drop down the facility services, which is $1,600,000. So we have total of 100 space occupied square feet of operating departments po, which is 70,000 sa undergraduate programs and 30,000 sa graduate programs. So we will allocate the facility services, which is the $1,600,000. I-times natin sa undergraduate programs ng square feet, divide sa total allocation base square feet ng operating departments, which totals 1,120,000. And yung sa graduate programs naman po is $1,600,000. I-times natin sa graduate programs ng 30,000. I-divide natin sa total allocation ng square feet equals to 480,000. So as you can see po, ipag-add natin sila, naka-allocate sila perfectly and equally po. For example, the undergraduate programs and graduate programs po, $1,920,000 plus 480,000 yung inallocate natin sa administration, which is equally total. And yung sa facility services also, $1,120,000 para sa undergraduate programs and $480,000 sa graduate programs, which total $1,600,000 po. So next po, Sir Ivan. In this exercises po, we were using step-down method. So Madison Park Co-op, a Whole Food, Grocery, and Gift Shop has provided the following data to be used in its service department cost allocation. We have also two departments here po, the service departments and the operating departments. In service department po, we have administration and janitorial. And in operating department po, we have groceries and gifts. So we will allocate po ulit yung administration into operating department po by their total employee hours po. And also we will allocate the janitorial po in total space occupied square feet of operating department po. Pa-next po, Sir Ivan. So as you can see po, the total employee hours po natin is in janitorial 160, in groceries 31, in gifts 740, which equals po 4,000 employee hours total. Also sa space occupied square feet po, we have in operating department we have 4,000 plus 1,000, it equals to 5,000 space occupied square feet po. So we will drop down the $150,000 po ng administration na i-allocate natin sa operating departments. So 150,000 i-times natin sa 160 ng janitorial employee hours po. Divide natin sa total janitorial, groceries, gifts, employee hours po, which is 4,000. It equals to 6,000 po na din wrap down natin sa janitorial. So the next one po is 150,000 i-times natin sa 3,1 ng groceries, employee hours po. It equals to divided by the 4,000 total employee hours po, which equals to 116,250. So in gifts po, 150,000 i-allocate natin, ita-times natin sa gifts, which is 740 employee hours. Divide po natin ng total employee hours ng operating department, which is equals to 27,750. So ita-drop down lang natin yung janitorial, which is i-add natin ng 40,000 plus 6,000, it equals to 46,000. So makukuha po natin yan yung groceries total allocation by 46,000 times 4,000, which is in groceries space occupied square feet, divide the total square feet po, which is 5,000, it equals to 36,800. So yung isa naman po sa gifts is 46,000 times natin sa 1,000, divide sa 5,000 total allocation, total space occupied square feet equals to 92. So as you can see po, i-add natin yung 6,000 ng janitorial, 116,250 ng groceries, and 27,750 ng gifts, which equals to allocated ng administration na allocate po equally. And also the janitorial po, which is 46,000, 36,800 plus 9,200 equals to 46,000 dollars po. Na-allocate din siya ng equally po. That's all lang po, sir.